Good evening. We start with breaking news now. 8 hours after it first drew a major police response, there are some new dramatic developments in the Syracuse standoff on Shuart Avenue. This is unfolding off Teal Avenue, not far from James Street, not far from Syracuse's Lincoln Park. Anyone driving by on busy Teal Avenue today noticed the police presence. Connor White joins us live with the breaking news tonight.
Michael, I'm standing just off camera as a lot has begun to happen in just the past half hour to an hour. After a long standoff throughout the day, police finally made contact with the home. It started with that armored truck. You can see a battering ram protruding from the front of it. It seemed to take the front door off of the hinges of the porch. Since then, police threw what appeared to be a flash grenade or otherwise a device that made a very loud bang and a lot of light. We've since heard some other banging. It sounds like police have been breaking in windows around the home, but the same instruction has been delivered over and over again. It's what we've heard throughout the day, even when police were a little bit farther back, asking the man inside to come out with his hands up. At some point, they were asking him not to barricade the front door, so it sounds like they made visual contact and we're able to... Sorry, it sounds like we're having a little bit of a technical problem there, but if you can still hear me now, police have finally made contact with the home. They were able to speak with him, at least verbally, as he was close to the front door. They used a battering ram on the front of the truck to take the door of the porch off of its hinges and have since broken windows around the home. And there was also a flash grenade that was thrown about a half hour to an hour ago. Lights have been used on the home. You saw that there. A lot of movement from police in the front yard, though it's unclear what kind of direct contact they've had, if any, with the person inside. We're going to stay with the scene. There was another flash there. Not sure what that noise was, but we'll stay with it and continue to bring you details as they develop. Michael?
New York State lawmakers will return to the Capitol in Albany this Wednesday to kick off the brand new legislative session. Key policy issues like housing and energy are likely on the agenda. Another item, bail reform. CBS 6's Emma Quinn speaks with lawmakers on the controversial topic as we head into this new year.
Just as it was in the November election, bail reform is expected to be a key topic of debate on the legislative floor in the upcoming session.
We need to change the trajectory that the state is on. We have high crime, violent crime throughout the state.
Saying bail reform is misleading because the reality is public safety is a big topic.
Republicans and some Democrats argue that too many people accused of serious or violent crimes are being let out without bail.
I think that the governor should be pushing for it. I think that some of the losses that the Democrats experienced, particularly downstate, were a reaction to crime. And it wasn't just good messaging on the part of the Republicans. There really is a crime problem.
The most common sense part of it is give the judges discretion when the perpetrator of the crime is a danger to the community.
On the other hand, some Democrats say bail reform has been politicized.
One of the things that happened during the campaign is that there was a nationwide increase in crime. But because New York had bail reform, the Republican Party was able to tag the Democrats with crime because of bail reform, even though in Republican-controlled states, crime was up all over the country. That's just a propaganda device.
Others say bail reform has done the work New Yorkers have asked for. It's public safety that's the issue.
15 and 16 and 17-year-olds had not been recruited to carry out a lot of the gun crimes. So if they're caught with a gun in their car, illegal gun, just to be clear, they just go into family court and go home with mom and dad. Meanwhile, if you're 19 years old or greater, you're in jail. The reality is we can't talk out of both sides of our mouth. If we talk about AK-15s or illegal guns and dangerous, all illegal guns are potentially dangerous when they're in the wrong hands.
Guns and bail, they could be the two words you hear most often when lawmakers return to Albany.